basketball fans, welcome back. So in this video, it's just a continuation of our film session. We'll be looking at Team Kenya playing against La Plani, or 1 and 2, and Bodiax Ballistic. So these are French teams, and these games happened yesterday as per recording of this video. So I'll be making 3 videos just to conclude our film session series on the Team Kenya team. And quite frankly, I can say I'm very disappointed with the team, because when I look at those games live when they happened, I must say there was little no improvement. And in this video, we'll just watch along and just look at the mistakes that they made, and look at the things that led to, and the events that led to the losses when they happen. Because majority of the time, people take the games out of context and they only focus on the final result. But if you look at the whole game frame by frame, you'll be able to understand what really happened. So without further ado, let me just get into it. So you can see the La Plani team there. Then in our team Nyati, we have Joy, we have Hilda, we have Medina, and Natalie. So these have been the 4 players that have been active. You have not seen any other player get active. And when I say any other player, I mean we have not seen Valerie play despite her traveling with the team. But these 4 players representing Team Nyati have been the ones who are taking the court. So honestly, I can say I'm very disappointed with the squad. I felt there's a lot of things that there was a lot of mistakes that they made along the way, especially when it came to the game, and the lack of creativity on offense was the reason as to why we really folded and capitulated in the game. I remember when I was watching these games live, I just said, we're capitulating and we have no creativity when it comes to ball handling and on offense, because we have a very predictable pattern. It's either the ball just goes out, a quick pass in, and you're just going to see more of those types of plays. And honestly, our predictability is the reason as to why we get every single team that plays with us. They're able to read us quickly, and they're not even they're not even like moving. They're not even moving with a lot of strength when it comes to defending us. And even scoring, you can see how effortless it is, because we don't have good defense. But starting off in the game, you can see Joy took a seat. Then we have Natalie, Hilda, and Medina taking the floor to start. So this game, look at that. We have possession, and look at that. It's very predictable when we start, and Natalie just could not even make the first shot. And you can see this is the reason as to why we lose, because we're expecting those are the shots that we need to make, and we can't make because you're not even we can't even make it because we just frazzled in the first game, first possession. Look at that rebound, and the ball is out. And look at that missed layup. I honestly don't get this. When other teams are sending their best players, we just send them. We just send these players. And one thing I've seen with this 3x3 team, they keep riding on the success of Egypt when they went there and won gold in the 3x3 last year, and that's the success they keep riding on. And when they match up against another team, they still think that they are that good. There's a difference between thinking they are good, but here's what it is. So look at, we have the ball there. Look at that. They were easy. They knew what they needed to do. So you can see that pass there. It was just a telegraph pass. Natalie got it, and you can see with our lack of ball handling and our inability to be able to have guards who can be able to not even shake and bake every single possession, but they don't have a quick step to get into the lane, because you can see there's a mismatch between Natalie and this player guarding her, and she has a quick lane, because you can see both the defensive players from La Plani. You can see Medina is there. She has her player there. She is being guarded there. You can see near the top of the key, you can see Hilda is being picked up there. So you're expecting Natalie to have at least some decent ball handling skills to be able to even blow by. We didn't even see that. And you can see it results in Hilda just hitting one of the worst 3-point shots ever taken in the game. And we just throw away possessions like that. And our lack of creativity is the reason as to why we're struggling like this. Look at this. Well, look at this quick action. So you can see a lane opened up, and quick attack. And you can see the poor defense coming from Natalie. Although I don't even understand why she didn't score, but it is what it is. This is their game. But look at that shot. It missed. But you can see even with them having space like that, even with Laplani having space like that, some of the shots they just did not take, and they were actually quickly, and they will easily be able to like score them. But look at this quick step, and Natalie has just been on the receiving end of such poor defense recently when I was watching this. And there's a reason as to why teams can't pick her up. There's a reason as to why teams are not picking up Hilda, or they're not picking up Medina, because of these small things. And these are the things that get exposed when these players play the half court sets in 5x5, and they still have the same deficits, because when the game is slowed, these players become below average. So that's a low percentage. That's a low percentage shot taken. I'm not saying low percentage shot, but you can see she just bumped up a bar shot, and possession is still ours. Look at that poor shot. You didn't even like look at the rim clearly. You just chuck the shot up, because you can see that they are not even confident in their dribbling, and they're not even confident in their shot selections, because Medina is supposed to at least do a back down and get to the rim, but because she has very poor footwork, what happens? Turns around, you can see how her feet are planted. That shot there was no way that shot was gonna go in. Even if she tried, there was no way. And honestly, that's just the story of the game. And just with the first minute, you can be able to pick up and see the mistakes the team had. It's just sad. Even with the possessions that we had, look. So we have that ball passed off from Natalie to Hilda. Natalie has the ball again. You can see she lacks basic, she doesn't even have a crossover. She can't even do it between the legs. And this is what she resorts to, running with the ball at the perimeter, because she only has one. She can't use her left hand. She can't even dribble with her left. Every single time you'll see she will never drive left. She'll always drive right, because that's her dominant hand. And it's so easy to read and defend, because you can also easily pick them up, and you can easily know what side they're going to score on. And because she has very poor dribbling skills, she can't even drive the ball. Look at that. And it equals a turnover. That's just nothing but a turnover. It's just pathetic, honestly. Hilda couldn't even hold the ball. She couldn't even hold the ball from the pass, and just easily throw away the ball. Look at those passes. That was such a nice sequence from Laplani. And look at the difference in class, especially when it comes to like playmaking and facilitating. That pass was given there, and you can see Natalie had planted her feet, and neither Natalie nor Medina saw that pass coming, that backdoor pass. And it was just easy, because it was such a wide open shot to the point where nobody saw that coming. Even Hilda did not see that coming. You can see where she was, and you can see Natalie, she's always at the receiving end of, letting the other player look like an all-star, and she doesn't have the ability or even awareness to defend. And that's the reason as to why we lose all the time. Look, Medina, she goes in, and because of her poor footwork, she kills the ball early, and becomes difficult to be able to score, because every time we just wait for second helpings. And you can look, Hilda could not even make that, despite having the quick step on her defender. Good contest, but Medina was there to clean it up. And that's how we've been scoring. Always second chance points every single time. Look at that. Wide open. Nobody was even paying attention to the basketball. Look at this. Again, it's very pathetic. Look, the Laplani team, they knew that ball is going to go in. And it's like when we score, it's like we put our foot off the gas. Look at this again. You can see nobody was even paying attention. But you can see Medina, she was very slow on her feet. And there was no way with her feet planted like this, she would be able to even contest that shot. And it's just an easy blow by. And you can see Natalie, she's already been drawn outside, quick ISO play. And because of the quick legs from the LaPlante player, she was able to just go in for a quick layup. And it just makes it look so easy. And it's so easy to defend. It's so easy to play against Kenya because those are the shots that we don't even defend. Those are the shots that we allow. And funny enough, the coaches and even the players themselves have accepted this. And that's the reason as to why we lose. And look at that. Poor pass. Just a poor pass. So there's that blow-by play that went in. And look at that lazy pass from Hilda. And you can see another shot that went in. And right in two possessions, they scored. And look at that. Natalie, she passes the ball to Hilda, and that's just a much needed 2-pointer that had to go in. And Hilda has not been able to hit those shots. She's not been able to hit those shots consistently. And sometimes they go in, sometimes they don't. And look at that. After the ball just went in from that three, look at how quickly the players set up from the opposing team. And you can see the ball handling, the difference in ball handling between Kenya and LaPlante was just miles apart. Look at this. And with the English to just finish, and look at Medina just moved away. It's like they just let this, they just moved away from her to score, and she went with the sweet English. Nobody was doing anything. Look at this. This is crazy. It's crazy, man. Nothing was done. And you can see with the English, they were able to even get the ball and score. And it's like they just backed away. They just backed off. Joy has checked in. And when Team Kenya goes small, we really struggle. Hilda is being crowded out and she can't even do anything. And Joy was able to just finish. Look at that. She got crowded out. If she just play hard defense on her, she can't be able to score. But this was a good move from Joy, and you can see she was able to turn and she was able to finish it in there. Something that we have not seen in quite a while. But look at this. Those passes are just the goals. And you can see with the ball handling that the opposing team has, it's just better. And the interesting thing is, even with the ball handling that we have, even the basic one that is needed to be at the bag of players that we send is not even there. And that's something that's very concerning. So when I was watching the game live, I was just shocked. See Medina, she does what she does there. She just waits to just rim run. She can't go ahead, and she can't have the ability to go ahead like that with the ball. And that's the reason as to why majority of the time it's just so frustrating watching her. I can go on and on with these possessions, but they're just mind numbing. Look at this. So what is going on here is, this is a very predictable play coming from the women's team, and it's a play that I've seen Medina and Natalie use a lot. So when Medina has the ball, she passes it to Natalie quickly, and she rolls quickly to the basket, so that she can be able to create space. And when she moves without the basketball, that's the main play that those two run. And majority of the time when they play with other teams are able to read that, and they're able to even stop those passes. They're able to stop those passes, because in the previous film sessions, there are 2 games that they did the same play in consecutive times. They scored 2 baskets straight with that one. But when it came to the third one, the opposing team was able to stop it. I know I mentioned it in a video previously. I can't remember the team, but yeah, we looked at it and we also mentioned it. And it's something that quick defenses and teams can read throughout the gameplay. And our lack of ability to innovate and create plays like that is the reason as to why we struggle. So you can see that quick basket coming from the LaPlante team. You can see that pass there, then that nice backdoor. And Hill was almost, it just hit the deck there, and she's not even able to stay on her feet like that. And honestly, it's embarrassing. And another turnover there. And you can see how quickly they're moving with the ball, and everyone is involved. And look at the English there to score on Medina. That turnover, you can see this is a very crazy sequence. Very crazy, and you could see the inability to play defense. Medina is not that of a rim protector. I can say that, because majority of the time it's only a few plays that she's able to block shots. But if you look at the shots that she allows when she's defending, especially when she's guarding like a skilled forward or a skilled guard, majority of the time she can't be able to stop the shots. And we only get to see like one block that gets blown up on social media, but you fail to see the other, shots that she allowed. And that thing really is actually quite interesting. It's only a few seconds, and you can see a block that she made that goes viral. And a lot of people say that she's good on defense, but if you actually look at the game and you look at what she has been doing in the game, you can just see the clear disparity and the lack of defense, and especially lack of effort on defense. Look at that. That was such a nice backdoor, and it went in. I mean, Kenya just gets schooled every single time, not only on the men's side, but also on the women's side, because I know in Africa we are able to dominate, and you're able to do some things that just amaze, but when you match up against when you just step up in class every single time, we really struggle. And you can just see visibly even if you're watching the game, you can just see there's so many things that happen in the game that you feel like they're just technical deficits. Look at this poor shot coming from Hilda. She didn't even know if she was supposed to shoot or not. She just let the ball up, and you can say she just airballed it. I mean, there's lack of awareness, complete lack of awareness. Nobody knows what they're supposed to do. Nobody knows. Look, Medina is running, everyone's running, and you can see how you're releasing the shot. It's like you don't know, like, if you're supposed to shoot it or you're supposed to pass it. It's insane. I don't know what they do in their technical. I don't even know what they do in their technical bench when they're the coach. I'm not sure, because this group of players went to they went to train in Tunisia prior to this tournament, and they were just pathetic all through. Number 4 goes up for the 3, she misses it, and you can see the effort to go for the rebounds. Look at that. You can see the effort to go for the rebounds, and honestly, and their 3-point shooting has been extraordinary. Look at that. We have possession. What can we do? You can see our lack of, like, we just lack a couple of things in there. Look at this. Hiller is just running. You can see, where are we planted? Are we waiting for a pass? It's like nobody's waiting for a pass. Nobody's setting anything. And it's just confusion. It's just, just confusion there. And it's a walk. You can see it's a turnover. I mean, and those are the small things that happen. You can see. That's a turnover. Let's see. You can see that's a turnover. And that would have been, one shot that would have helped even keep us in the game. But unfortunately, Natalie, turnover machine. And also Hilda's a turnover machine. She got shook. Look at this. Is this somebody who's experienced? Is this somebody that... I mean, look at this. This is just so disrespectful. Is this somebody that looks like she has played professionally anywhere? She gets... she gets shaken and she bites on it. I mean, this is tough to embarrassing. If a player... If you're playing pro and you're presenting like your country, then you just get on the receiving end of this one, man, you're just done. Look, she even bit. It's like you're biting on everything. It's so embarrassing. Look at this. It's like they're toying. At this point, they're just toying with us. Look at this. Easy. Without Medina there, it's just hard. Look at this. It's almost a turnover. See, Natalie goes for the 3. She misses. It rims out. Once it rims out, look at that. And everybody it's just flowing off the ball and quick, and they score. Turnover again. Can see Hilda, she turn over the ball, and this sequence was just crazy. Look at this. And they kept scoring. And the only way they could stop the scoring was to foul. That's the only way they could stop. There was no other way. Just foul. Foul to kill the momentum. Just add the fouls. I don't know why in Kenyan basketball, even the players who play outside, fouling is not defense. You can even visibly see the writing is all on the wall. You just can't even play good defense, even block shots easily. Look at this. So there's that predictable play that I mentioned earlier in this video. You can see when players pick up on that, because they do, Natalie and Medina do that a lot of times. So when Natalie has the ball, she's always looking for Medina to roll to the basket. She sets up a fake screen. It looks like a screen, but it's so weak. And Natalie just goes and just throws it. And because it was just too strong and too high, Medina, she couldn't be able to get it. And you can see it's just so predictable. We already know, other teams already know what type of play that they're trying to, run there. So yeah, and also giving up those extra possessions. Look at that. It's so frustrating. Look at this. Another turnover. If you look at how many times Kenya turns over the ball, it's just it's so tedious. This is something that when you just look at it, you just get tired. You just get really, really tired. That shot that just goes in. That's a nice mid-range. Joy tries to work inside. And did it count? At this point, we need every basket we can get. They're not gonna count that one. And that shot did not even count. I don't know. It's crazy. Shoot it, and Natalie, at least she makes that shot. The other one, she traveled on that shot and it didn't count, but at least this one she made it. And she's just so streaky. And look at that. Every single time we score, they just answer back. And when they answer back, they keep the points, they just keep piling on the points. Medina is looking for, and this was actually crazy. Let's look at this sequence. So Medina takes the ball outside. Then, because their play is so predictable, look, she looks for Natalie. Natalie gets, she gets hounded, especially on defense, and you can see the other player is she literally pushed her out of the game, and Medina still has the ball, and the shot clock is at 6. And and you can see, because she's used to that type of way of scoring the basketball, the ball can only go to Natalie, and this really is so draining, especially for Joy. You can see Joy has tried to find a mismatch, and she has, but the ball is not even going to her. So you can see there's miscommunication there, and Joy has just been there lacking in the paint, and results in a turnover because that play is just so predictable. It's so predictable, and it's so draining, honestly. Look, she just looks to that, so that when she turns like that, she does that fake screen, and she just throws the ball, and teams can be able to read it. And you can see that defense on Natalie, the ball was deflected, and the La Plane team were able to come out with that turnover, and from that turnover, they were able to capitalize with that steal, and it resulted to 2 baskets, two points. from that basket from downtown. So you can see it's very pathetic. And you can see Joy, she just go left when the number 4 was looking for some space, and we got punished for that. So that's how we've been losing games. And Natalie, she tries to buff up a 3 of her own, but she misses it. And that play is just so predictable. And that's the same one that is used every single time. And even on the rebounds, look at this. Rebounds, nobody's going for the rebounds. Medina's not going for a rebound. Natalie's not even going for the rebounds. These are players who lack any defensive, like, they lack any effort on defense. None. The only thing they know is to turn over the ball and commit fouls. And they think that committing fouls is defense. And the lead just ballooned to 12. So this is just crazy. It's just an overload on that side. And just a collision. I mean, what was going on here? Honestly, sometimes I was watching. Is it a screen? Is it a handoff? Nobody knows. And this is just a shot in a full moment, because in seeing, it's like Medina was putting, it's like, not even Medina, it's like Hitler putting she's trying to block Medina from moving. And this one was just confusing, because it's like she wanted to take the ball and it results in like, ball out of bounds. Just results in a ball out of bounds. So some of the most brain dead plays I've seen in I've seen a lot of brain dead plays, but yeah, I don't know. And because of this, you can see the ball just goes to the other side, and we turn over the ball like that. Man, I mean, you can just you can't chalk this up to, not you cannot chalk this up to just having a bad day at the office. These players have played like this, and they've been like this. Look at this. It's just the La Plana team they don't even want to score layups like that. But look at this. They have possession, and they pass the ball to everyone. Every single time, it's either Natalie, the ball doesn't even reach Joy. Joy doesn't even get passed for the ball. And you can see how Natalie is so slow in the closeouts. She has no awareness on the closeouts. And look at where Hilda is. I just want you to pay close attention to where Hilda is on the court. Yeah? Because this is very important. She runs aimlessly. She doesn't even know where she's supposed to be. When she gets blown past, where does she stand? She doesn't even follow. She doesn't even try to pick up this other player, and it's just 2 in 1. And you can see Joy is there. She's trying to battle for the rebound, and there are 2 La Plana players in the paint. So what happens? That rebound, and because there's nobody there to stop or even block the shot, it's an easy 1 point inside. And all the time I've seen, can you just these 3 players who play for this in this game, they have a tendency of not defending, and they try to just, let that shot go in. We'll just try to score in the next possession. It doesn't work. And the lead just kept on, piling on. You can see that pass there. It was almost deflected, and you can see it was just tightly contested there. Joy tried to take the ball out. That was a nice leak out from Hilda, but what happened? Telegraphed play, and Hilda, even the slightest contest, what happened? Couldn't even do anything. And these are the players who think that they're the best when they play here in Nairobi. Pathetic. Another shot. Look at that. Look at the effort to go down for the rebound. Joy tries to go in, and she couldn't even make it. She was trying to take them on an ISO, and nobody was there to back her up. Look at this. A 3 hoisted. She grabs it. At least she's trying, but she's not even getting touches. Look at those poor passes. And Joe's not able to capitalize. Missed layups. I mean, this is it's just top tier pathetic. There are so many mishaps and poor play on defense and offense. And this other team just makes it look so easy. Look at that. Finish it. They just know how to grab them rebounds. They're able to get back. And that's the reason as to why they were able to win this game. Despite them not even fouling as much, they were able to get their shots easily. Because our defense is just wide open. Just a wide open defense. And we still have and we have the possession. But sometimes, even if you have possession of the basketball, what can we do with it? Look at this. Another turnover. I mean, look at this. You see, poor footwork from Medina yields in a travel. I mean, that's when you know you have that's when you know you have poor players on the team. If you turn over the ball through such, you just know you have poor players, and there's a reason as to why these players will never play outside. They'll never play outside because of such. I know it's harsh, but the truth hurts, man. Like, the truth hurts. It's crazy. Yeah, that's a nice move. This is the first time she's done an between the legs in 4 games. Not even in between the legs. She's tried a crossover and it worked. But the question is, can she do that consistently? Nah, nothing. Nothing there. Lack of consistency, especially when it comes to scoring from these players, is just worrying. Just worrying, honestly. And it's a turnover, and we have possession. But sometimes when we do even do have possession, what do? Nothing. Nice. At least you're able to cut the lead. But I just want us to look at this. How are we playing it? Medina tries to go in, and she misses it. How did she miss it? How did she miss it? Honestly, look. It's a very weak, poor layup. I mean, her fundamentals are off. And, man, there's so many. They're like, look at this. And they're able to recover. 3-pointer coming up. And look, rebounds. I mean, look, again. Look at this. These are 3-pointer attempted. They have the rebound, right? She goes out. Look at Natalie where she is. Nobody is even closing out. Look at where Medina is. Medina is supposed to be inside there trying to get the rebound. What does she do? Nothing. Look, she misses the first attempt. Natalie can't even contest. Look. Nothing. They're lazy. These are lazy players. And the turnover from our side. I mean, need I say more? This is it's top tier pathetic, man. Top tier pathetic. I mean, I've seen poor plays, but this one, look at that. Who got scored on? Let's see who got scored on. Who got scored on here? Natalie. Hit with the crossover. You see, the lack of quality and skill from the players that we send is just glaring. Look at this. Poor. I mean, it's so poor. At least Medina scored. My God. I mean, we had a basket drought for about 2 minutes. And that's the only way Medina can score. That's the only way. Look at that. Mid-ranger. We have possession. She gives it there. Medina runs, and that's the main play that she knows. She doesn't know any other. No other play. Let's see. Shot going up. Rebound taken. That's just another missed three-pointer by Hilda, which we are just accustomed to at this point. Number 4 goes up for the 3. And man, it's Natalie should just take her on and be able just to score that one. I don't even know why she couldn't score. And look at this. This is an ISO play. Natalie, she has the ball there, right? If she had decent ball handling skills and a decent layup package, not the bronze one, the gold one, she would have scored this. Because look at the lane. It's cleared up. It's just an ISO play. But because she lacks any basic ball handling skills, this is what it results to. She looks like she dribbles with her left, she goes left, but you can see she can't even have the composure to even bank the shot from the glass or even lay the ball up. That's just about it. Poor. And in a very close game, it's 15 and 12. That ball, if it just went in, it will have really helped cut the deficit. But you can see there's no urgency when it comes to Kenyan. There's no urgency when it comes to these women because they're just poor. They're just poor in basketball. Got that blow by. And so yet another layup. Look at the defense that Medina has here. Right? So number 4, she has the ball, right? No, not even number 4, but this player who's being guarded by Hilda here. What happens? A screen is set. She rejects the screen. Hilda and Natalie have been left all alone. And what do? Watch the ball. And help defense coming from Medina is insufficient because this player has a very good layup and sets the layup very well. It hits just, she banks it in. And Medina, because she's very slow at her feet when it comes to like contesting those ones, I really just went in and there's nothing. There's nothing there. I mean, you just have look at this. It's just crazy. So we talked about earlier about the move that Medina and Natalie love playing. So Natalie, because she doesn't know any other move that she's supposed to pull off, she gets distracted by waiting for that screen from Medina. And when she's trying to do that, the ball gets ripped away from her hands. I mean, this is just it's just so embarrassing. Look at this. We just got toyed in this game. Number 4 with the ball on top of the key. Not even on top of the key, but at the elbow. But look at that. Wide open shot. And the game's done. The game's done. This is the first game to start. This is the first game to start. And honestly, it's pathetic. And whatever you're going to see here is not going to be any different from the next 2 videos that I'm going to make in this film session series. And I must say it's very pathetic. In our ability and our inability to be able to play well, there's a reason as to why we just lose games, and there's a reason as to why we really struggle in making sure to take care of business and even look well. So that's just the end of the video. So I'll come back with another video just to talk about this, these things that I see in the games, and yeah. And also, I'll just make an overall video just talk about this whole experience, because my God, it's just been mind-numbing experience. So if you guys like the video, make sure to leave your feedback down in the comments. I know this has been a long video, so bear with me. I just made sure to like watch the whole thing for like the 11th time. So yeah, I mean, that's all I got for you guys, and I'm out. Peace.